Hi, welcome to this video. And I am a life coach and I help people build a healthy relationship with themselves. So I basically help people go from a place where they are critical of themselves, where they don't believe in themselves, or where they just do not like who they are, to a place where they are confident of themselves, where they feel self assured and they just feel comfortable in who they are. So that is what I help people with. And so today's topic, so today what I'm going to talk about is it's going to be kind of like storytelling, or I'm going to rather share that why do I believe in having a healthy relationship with yourself so much, or what is my story of being here exactly, or how did this struck me, or or because nobody wakes up with this idea that okay, what, I want a healthy relationship with themselves. Rather, what people desire or what people actually want is I want to be confident, because they feel you know the lack of confidence in their life every second. So people go after confidence, and that is exactly the thing that I also wanted for myself. So I also definitely did not start with okay, I want a healthy relationship with myself, या फिर अचानक से ऐसा आइडिया कहीं से नहीं आता कि आई नो व्हाट, आई वांट अ हेल्दी रिलेशनशिप विद माई सेल्फ. सो दैट वाज डेफिनेटली नॉट द goal initially. So it my journey also began with that I want to be confident. So that is all I wanted, that I want to be confident, I want to be able to speak, I want to be able to carry myself differently. I want to stick with my opinions. I want to be able to put out what I truly believe in, because what used to happen is that I would have beliefs, I would have my thoughts and opinions, but when it would come to share it, when it would come to simply just raise your hand, in class, to just answer things that you to just answer questions that you have the answer to, so it would feel very difficult, and it would somewhere bother me that why is it so difficult for me, to just say the things that I already know, to say out loud what I have in my mind. So confidence is definitely what I also started with, and I think confidence is something that we all desire, especially people who are into personal growth, or who are who desire to have their own personal growth journey or transformation. Because I think confidence is something that is very much important, because confidence is not just about how I'm talking or how I'm delivering in my job or other parts, but I think confidence is a very personal thing. So, and it affects every second of your life. So that is also where I began. So confidence was what I desired, but because I was not an adult, I was like a child. So I did not have a very good definition of what confidence is. So, and unfortunately I could not find somebody who could actually tell me the right definition of confidence, or who could just tell me that okay, what confidence is and what is the way, how should I go about it, what is truly the way to become confident in your own self. But I remember okay, but I do remember going to my school counselor once, and telling asking her about these things. Back then, the advice that I received from her, I would never recommend it to anybody. She just, I think she just, because I don't know why, but she just told us something about that, it is about your looks, how you look, that is going to determine how confident you feel. And that was very much bogus. I would not tell it to anybody, because that is just not right. All right. So basically what I mean to say is that I did not have a, I did not have a answer with me that okay, this is it. So I began searching on it, researching on it whenever I would have time. And so I noticed over time something, that in every blog that I'm reading, or later years, I started watching videos also somewhere around this, because YouTube was YouTube was accessible to all of us. So when I would watch a video or read blogs, I would notice that there's this one common thing in all of them, that they would say that oh, love yourself. Yeah, if it start to love yourself, that is the answer, that is going to help you be confident in yourself. That basically that would solve all your problems. So any problem you go and search on Google, if you read the complete blog, somewhere in it they would say that love yourself, that is the answer. So now my focus changed from okay, confidence, to have confidence you need to love yourself. So focus changed from confidence to love yourself. Now that, I think that made things even harder, because that concept, okay, what is self love and how does one do that? Because कहने को बहुत easy होता है just love yourself, but how does one love themselves when because here's the reality. So when you are not confident in your own self, it is not just something that's happening externally. So it is not just this fact that you have something to say and you're not able to say it out loud. No, that is not just what lack of confidence is. Lack of confidence has its root much deeper into it. So it's more about your inner world, your thoughts, your beliefs. Now I know all of this. Back then I did not. So what I was saying is that, yes, so I was saying that my focus then went to self love, that this is what needs to happen. But it felt difficult, because if you are at a stage where you're not even confident, self love is going to feel even more difficult, and it's going to, I think, maybe make you it can lead you to it can lead to frustration also. That here I am not even feeling confident in who I am right now, and I'm supposed to love myself. How would that happen? So I think this extreme to go from lack of self awareness. You do not even have true awareness of your own self, because here you have all the negative and limiting ideas about your own self when you lack confidence. So this is the reality that you have right now. And if I tell you to just love yourself, it would give you frustration, because here somebody who has a critical foundation of self is being asked to have a foundation where they love themselves, where there is understanding. So this is how it happened. So this is what was happening. That so it only gave me more confusion, a lot of confusion. But now I would tell you that what is the reality. That if you are at the same place, that you want confidence for your own self, that you want to feel confident in your own self. So hear me out. And because all of these things are related, these are not separate. Building a healthy relationship with your own self, right? Or building confidence, or loving yourself, all of these things are not very different. In fact, they are very correlated. So once you work upon one thing, you will start to notice you will start to feel the transformation in every other aspect also. So I'll start with what confidence is. So I would just like to explain you what confidence is and what confidence is not, because it would clear out a lot of things. So confidence is not perfection. So if you are feeling that confidence is me walking a certain way, looking a certain way, doing things in a certain way, that is not. That is the after effects of being confident in your own self. Because people who are confident in themselves, it's like an inner shift. And when when something within you shifts, it's like your energy changes. And when people's energy changes, the way they carry themselves, the way they talk, because when you start to see yourself differently, you will become I think charismatic. That's the word. Your energy changes. So, and that is when people start to find you attractive also. It starts to feel that this person has something desirable. So confidence is not about you doing something perfectly or very smoothly. It's not just limited to being skilled. But that is somehow, that is a misconception that we often adopt, because that is how we start to see the world. But that is not reality. Confidence is not about being perfect. Confidence is an internal thing. Confidence is first being self-aware, knowing who you are, right? Knowing who you are at the core. And when I say knowing who you are, I'm not saying the kind of beliefs that you have right now about yourself. Because when you're not confident in yourself, the kind of beliefs that you have about yourself is, I'm not enough, or there is this constant feeling that there's something wrong with me. It's like rejection of the self. So you're already seeing yourself in a very small and inferior way. So that is what's happening right now at present. Okay, so when I say self-awareness, that is not what it is. That is not what I want you to be aware of. That okay, I know that I do not like these stuffs about me. Okay, yes, that does come under being self-aware, but it's more about being honest with your feelings and thoughts that you have at present, so that we can let go of them, so that we can process them, let go of them, because it is not your truth. Even though that is how you feel and believe, because of which you lack confidence in yourself. Because if you have limiting and negative beliefs about your own self, confidence is the last thing that is going to come to you. So stop believing that I keep those limiting and negative beliefs intact within me, and somehow I will start to feel confident, or I will start to look confident. That is not going to happen. So the way to truly becoming confident is to first become honest with what is within you right now. That is, become honest with the feelings that you have, the thoughts that you have about your own self, so that we can work on it, so that we can process it, so that we can let go of them, because that is not reality. All right, because once we let go of those limiting beliefs, only then we will have space in our body to let in much more empowering, true, newer beliefs about our own self. And that is where self-awareness comes in, wherein we explore ourselves, wherein we give ourselves a chance to find out, okay, who am I in reality. Because right now, the lack of confidence that you feel, it is because of the unhealthy beliefs that you have about your own self. So this is what confidence is. Confidence is an intrinsic thing. It is about becoming who you are, becoming self-aware, and then being in full acceptance of it. Accepting yourself where you are, how you are right now, exactly that. So for you to be confident, you don't have to become somebody else or do something special. You can be confident where you are, just like that. But first step, you become aware of who you are. You get in touch with your own self. You connect with yourself. You do not live in denial. You're not avoiding your own self. You're not running away from your own self, or you're not. It's not that you're not. I'm not even willing to look at who I am. I'm not even willing to feel the feeling that I have within myself. First, you become aware of your own self, and second, being in full acceptance of it. And accepting yourself is a very powerful thing. I will never say that it's very easy thing. It's not easy, but it's very much powerful, because accepting yourself requires you to see your flaws, to see your insecurities, weaknesses, shortcomings, whatever you call, all the stuff that you are avoiding to look at right now. It requires you to look at it and to acknowledge it and to be at peace with it, that okay, this is a part of me. Accepting yourself does not mean that you have to stay with it. You cannot work on it, you cannot improve it, but it is about being in acknowledgement of it, accepting it, not running away from it. And self-acceptance would only happen when you accept this fact that nothing is perfect. So stop wanting to be perfect. There are always going to be flaws attached with you. So becoming confident is not about getting rid of your insecurities and flaws and chasing perfection. It is about knowing who you are at present and then practicing acceptance, self-acceptance. And that is why self-acceptance is so powerful. So I was talking about, so this is what confidence is and confidence is not. So, and I said that, all of these are very much correlated. So when you work on confidence, what are we actually working upon? We are working upon meeting ourselves, right? Meeting ourselves, getting to know ourselves, finding out, okay, what do I truly believe about myself right now? And what is that? Here we are trying to get into the sense of foundation that I have, or the sense of self that I have, or we are trying to get into the foundation of self that I have. Because right now, when we are not confident, the foundation of self that we have, it is very much critical. So the core that we have, it is self-critical. It is where, we have judgment for our own self. So it's where we have a very critical self-talk and all of those things, right? And we are digging into it so that we can work upon our foundation, or upon our core, to be at a place where we can have self-love, where we can have understanding for ourselves, where we can forgive our own selves, so that we can let go of the strong emotions, feelings that we have against our own self. Because oftentimes we hold up so much anger, resentment against our own self. So all of these things, loving your own self, because loving yourself is nothing but letting go of the opposite force that you have right now. That is letting go of the critical self that you have right now. And when you work on the critical self, what are we working upon? We are working upon to help you become confident, because confidence is about accepting yourself fully, and all of these are very much correlated. And this is nothing but you working towards having a healthy relationship with your own self. So if you're somebody who is truly wanting to be confident, trust me, that is why hacks do not work. That is why tips and tricks do not work, because if you start to look at confidence this way, you would realize that confidence is going to be different for everybody. The journey towards confidence is going to be different for everyone, because it is an individual thing. How you believe about yourself right now, it's personal to you. And why have you come to believe those things, that is also personal to you. Hence, for you to let go of those things, the journey, the process is going to be individual to you. That is why you would notice that even though you have a lot of tips and tricks or hacks, or a lot of knowledge, information, it doesn't help, because you need to sit with it. You need to sit with those hard feelings also, the feelings that you have about yourself right now. So from this video, just take away this thing, that confidence is an intrinsic thing. So stop looking for confidence outside. Stop looking for confidence somewhere lying outside or with somebody else. It is an intrinsic thing, something that is internal to you. So the work that you do, it is also going to be inner work, wherein you work on your own feelings, thoughts, beliefs, the origin of those beliefs, and then choosing to instill new beliefs, empowering beliefs about your own self. So yes, this is something I wanted to talk about, because I knew that when I say that I help people with building a healthy relationship, I also realized that people do not understand that, okay, why do I need to have a healthy relationship with my own self? And So I felt like I need to tell, that why do I believe in it so much, because it is just related to something that we all desire so much, that is confidence, or something which we actually, the absence of which we feel every second. So if you lack confidence, yes, you are going to feel its effects every second of your life, because when you're not comfortable in your own body, because what is lack of confidence? you not feeling you're not feeling firm in who you are, or you're just not feeling comfortable in your own body, and it is going to affect you everywhere. You're going to have so many triggering points. Anything people say, you get triggered. You're not able to feel firm in who you are. So you face difficulty in choosing for your own self. It feels difficult to take up space. It feels difficult to choose for your own self. And in no way I'm promising you that you need to reach 100% in just one day or 1 month. No, confidence is always going to be, confidence or personal growth, it's always going to be an endless journey. Even for me, I'm not saying that I've reached a place where I'm just confident. No, I have my own work to do. I'm never saying that, but definitely there's a point that I've already covered, that I know with assurance. And hence, do not ever aim to reach a perfect spot or a destination. It's an endless journey. It's about that, am I making progress? Am I at a better place than I was today? That is what matters. So yes, I hope this helped you. Uh, I hope this brought you clarity about what is the truth, where you need to actually work. All right. So if you want to book a clarity call with me, if this is something that you want for your own self, or you are struggling with, I would love to help you out. And I am offering a 60-minute free clarity call at present. If you want to avail it, you can DM me coaching on WhatsApp. And if you're watching me on YouTube, I will give the link of my private WhatsApp community in the description. Join the group there, and then you can DM me coaching from there. All right, I'll meet you some other day then with another topic. Bye bye.